So, I was having a conversation with my little brother today, and I wanted to talk about the dynamic of the scapegoat and the golden child when you have a mother with narcissistic personality disorder. My brother said that my mom was a very good mom, and I told him I don't doubt she was a good mom to you, but we didn't get the same mom. And he couldn't seem to wrap his head around that, and that's how they want to paint themselves in people's mind, especially their golden child. They want to actually, they do dote on their golden child because it is more hurtful than to the scapegoat child when they nitpick them or when they degrade them. And for the scapegoat child, nothing they do is ever right to their parent. I remember my brother would get a B on a test and it'd get hung on the fridge, and I'd get an A minus and I would get yelled at. And it's just really hard in that dynamic because you feel pitted against your sibling. And my brother and I have tried mending our relationship. We wrote letters for a year, and since he moved back into town, we've been trying to see each other more. But there's still a rift between us, and it sucks because it's from the parent with narcissistic personality disorder. It's neither of the children's fault for being pitted against each other. And it's like a cruel mind game that the parent with narcissistic personality disorder plays. And it leaves a huge toll on the scapegoat child because your other sibling who's supposed to be in this with you doesn't believe you because they're not getting the same experience from that parent. Like, I wish that I had made up all the stuff my mom did to me, like calling me fat and ugly and zitty and a slut and a whore. I wish I had made all that up, but it happened. She would name call me all the time. I was like 100 pounds and she would call me fat. She made fun of me when I had an eating disorder, but my brother, she took to the doctor copiously and was hyperly concerned with his health. I remember her always saying he was sick, and one particular thing was that he had asthma really bad, which I have asthma really bad, I found out. Um, I confronted my brother about it. I said, "Oh, how is your asthma?" And he said, "I never had asthma." So, it's some weird mind games that the narcissistic parent will play with their scapegoat child because that is their number one source of energy. And they put their all into it. And I don't think my mother is a stupid woman. I think she's very smart. And I think she saw that I had asthma and she worried about my brother, the golden child, having it. And because she was always diagnosing herself with things as well. She knew more than doctors, so that's what people with narcissistic personality disorder think. And they can't really reality check themselves to say, like, hey, maybe someone who studied this knows a little bit more than I do. So, yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit of my perspective today with golden child, scapegoat dynamic. The golden child and the scapegoat will never see the parent as the same type of person because they get two vastly different sides. And I guess it's hard for me to accept that she can be a good mother because then it hurts more that she wasn't to me. But she could, and she was a good mother to my brother. Maybe a little hyper vigilant, but she cared and put his needs first, but she couldn't do it for me. I just hope one day she gets the help she needs. Everyone have a great rest of your day. Bye.